probably like almost everybody else in North America anyway, I loved the Ram truck, the farmer Super Bowl spot. I thought that was fantastic. It was, everything was perfect. The voice was perfect, the visuals were perfect. And I think I loved it so much because much of the work we do for Canadian Tire, we're trying to get into that sort of salt of the earth, emotional connection, sort of real family values, that kind of thing. So I think that really struck me. I thought that was fantastic.
My son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
I loved the Walking Dead Union Station installation that Leo did with the giant digits. Those fans are hardcore, and the countdown of 10 days to go would really be compelling, and that's the kind of thing that on that scale, and it would be shared, and the people who would sort of walk into it and experience it would have a great experience. It's a little tiny museum in New York called, I think, the New Museum, and they're doing an exhibit about New York in 1993, so just things that were happening at that time. And so Droga had again, so simple, so smart, the idea to sort of take over 5,000 payphones and have a little message on each of those 5,000 payphones with a toll-free number. So if you're standing at the corner of X and Y, you can use that payphone, dial in the number, and hear a little story about something that was happening on that block, on that corner in 1993.
Cabbies were being killed 30 to 60 a year.
I think we're just going to continue doing what we've always done, and that's be obsessed and obsessed with our clients and the challenges that their businesses are presenting, and add those kind of skills that are going to solve those problems and go from there. We're finding better success with now is still having that core team. So, you know, taxi being how many people fit in a cab, and that real accountability of a small group of people who are really going to drive success, and having people be able to sort of stream through and impact that problem or the challenge or the solution that you're working on. Paul Smith, I find really interesting. He's a shopkeeper. He's a curious, he loves what he does. His passion is infectious. So I think that curiosity, I really like people who genuinely, obviously love what they do. And then I guess the other one who I think is interesting in a totally different way is Steven Stagmeister. The bravery to shut down your agency for a year every 7 years.
We are totally closed, and as you can imagine, it is a lovely and very energetic time.
And that genuine commitment to sort of reinvention and again, curiosity to be able to pursue other things. And I think that's just incredibly brave, like crazy brave. You know, it's the kind of thing that you tell someone you're going to do that and they're like, are you insane? Don't do that. But it's been fantastic for him. One of the books I'm reading right now is a fantastic book by this guy named Dave Gray called The Connected Company. And it basically just sort of examines the fact that people are sort of organizing themselves around into very powerful sort of interest groups. For taxi, we have offices in Vancouver and Calgary, and 2 in Toronto and 1 in Montreal and 1 in New York. You know, that's a lot of interesting, talented people that we would really like to have bump up against each other. You know, so to take some of those examples of how people can be organized around interests virtually is a really powerful thought.